Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are. Today is Monday, August the 11th of the beautiful year 2025, and we are back for the second session of our final super event matches played during the 2025 PAL Classic. The match between world number 1, MÖRKÖS, and world number 2, TUGI. 9 games played yesterday, and the Austrian player leads 4-5. But to complete the full image what happened yesterday, let me show you the match stats after 9 games. You will have a little bit better understanding if you haven't seen the match yesterday. As you can see, TUGI with a very consistent play, 623 as highest score. As you can see, very good average and median of losing scores and lines. Yeah, it would have been better if not the early top out 5 lines at game number 6 at 7,220 points. So it would have been even bigger, but the polarization MÖRKÖS showed yesterday is remarkable. Highest score 752,940 points. Apart from that, 674, 576, 568, some great scores. But if you take a look at MÖRKÖS' losing scores and losing lines, it's way below his average. MÖRKÖS had 3 early top-outs in a row yesterday in games 2, 3, and 4 after 32, 13, 50 lines, so had a pretty tough part of this match. Also, game number 8 didn't go the way MÖRKÖS wanted, only 12 lines. So, yeah, MÖRKÖS either went for some great scores or for some very early top outs, and as you can see, TUGI took advantage of it. Leads 5-4. We play best of 19 format, so 5 more games needed for TUGI to win the entire match. MÖRKÖS needs to win 6. Will MÖRKÖS be able to play better? I assume that worse than yesterday in terms of those losing games. It's difficult for MÖRKÖS to play. And yeah, will we see TUGI as consistent as yesterday? That's the other question. Yeah, let me remind you about the rules of the matches played during the PAL Classic period. We played a level 18 starts, no line cup. SPS controller and handcam are the mandatory things for this event. And as mentioned before, the matches are played in a best of 19 format. We played the matches in 2 sessions. Session number 1, 9 games, happened already yesterday. And session 2, remaining games, we play up to 10 games in this session. We play as long as one of the players wins 10 games in the entire match. And each session is played on a separate day. Yeah, for those who play the regular PAL Classic, the top 3 of this event advance to the top 16 of 2026 PAL Cup. 4 players remaining in this tournament, so only one of them will go home empty-handed, and the players remaining in the tournament, let me show you the bracket maybe quickly. The remaining players are Rochak, Hana, Le, and Serenity. The match between I assume I haven't put this in the scheduling. No, I have. Yeah, both matches are already scheduled. Rorschach and Hana play on Sunday, August the 17th, and Tuesday, August the 19th. Session 1 at 19 UTC, Session 2 at 18 UTC, and Le versus Serenity play on Friday and Saturday, August 22nd, August 23rd, both session at 19 UTC. So we still have a little bit time before the semis of our regular classic event. We'll come back to that, but now it's time for the second session between MÖRKÖS and TUGI. And let's take a look at players' profiles. MÖRKÖS Comp PB 1,084,860 points. TUGI Comp PB 629,300. Only 24 ELO rating points difference between the two players. MÖRKÖS with 2010, and TUGI with 1986. As mentioned yesterday, if TUGI is able to win the match 10-7, we assume there will be no PB increases. If there will be PB increases, then yeah, we'll have to recalculate it. But based on the PBs we have right now, if TUGI is able to win the match 10-7 or higher, TUGI not only will be world number 1, but crosses 2000 ELO points for the first time in his career. Tournament stats so far, those are the stats taken from the matches between our players against AV Geek. You can see the stats on your screen. MÖRKÖS played a lot better in terms of losing scores against the American player. Yeah, TUGI played yeah, very consistently similar stats if we take out this one early top out yesterday against MÖRKÖS. Yeah, so 18th UTC is there. I saw the players were warming up, so I assume they will be ready as well. Let me bring the players into the scene, and then I will wrong playstyle the pieces for them for game number 10 and game number 1 of this session. So you have MÖRKÖS on the left, TUGI on the right, and the pieces for you guys are on the screen. 3E, AD, 4F, 3E, AD, 4F, and as always it's your decision if you wanna increment or reroll. Yeah, you can do whatever you like. Yesterday MÖRKÖS had a pretty good warm-up game before the match started on level 19 speeds, and I asked the question, is MÖRKÖS able to transfer this good 19 play into level 18 play? And yesterday the answer was no. Level 18 seemed to be a little bit too hard for MÖRKÖS. The same question today. How, or maybe I ask it a little bit differently, is MÖRKÖS able to make some adjustments in 18 play in order not to top out as early as yesterday? And if MÖRKÖS is able to do some adjustments, how will TUGI react to that? Because yeah, TUGI also needs to adjust his playstyle to what his opponent is doing. Yesterday, yeah, it was kind of enough for TUGI to come with a lead into session number 2. It's only one game advantage, so everything and anything can happen, and yeah, we will see who of these players takes this win, and yeah, potentially TUGI can become a new world number 1 after today's match. Let me check it quickly, because I calculated the ELO for 2000 for TUGI, but what happens if TUGI wins in a decider? If TUGI wins in a decider... No, it's not enough to overtake MÖRKÖS. 10-8. If TUGI wins the match 10-8, guys, both players will have an ELO rating of 1998. So both players will be 2 points shy of 2000 points, and they will be tied for first in the ELO rating list. So there is a possible score for being tied in the ELO rating list. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. 10-7 for TUGI gives him sole number 1 place, and 2000 over 10-8 a tie. And if MÖRKÖS wins 9 games or more, MÖRKÖS stays as world number 1. And the players wishing themselves bad luck as yesterday. So yesterday bad luck was more on MÖRKÖS' end. Let's hope that they are only jinxing and themselves, and there won't be any bad luck. There will be only good games going. Players are ready. Game number 10. First game of this session starts in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Good luck or bad luck. and don't have fun. 3E, AD, 4F. We are good with the seed. Game number 1 of this session and game number 10 of the entire match is underway. And let's see how the players are prepared today. Yeah, they had some quite interesting battles this year so far. In first was the decider. Oh, it was actually both matches ended in the decider. The first one happened in the 2025 Paldas Classic, and this was a match which decided the winner of the entire tournament. This one game, the game number 9, in the decider between TUGI and MÖRKÖ, was the decisive for the final outcome of the entire tournament. And then in May, in the regular PDM tournament, yeah, I mentioned it a few times before, so I won't tell this whole story once again. Yeah, TUGI won this match 5-4 and took his revenge. So in terms of their head-to-head this year, it's 1-1, and both players won 9 games each, so as close as it can get. So yeah, considering the story of this year, we should expect decider, right? So 146 for MÖRKÖ, 124 for TUGI, so MÖRKÖ is in the lead about 1 Tetris, and we are like 36, 38 lines in. MÖRKÖ with 171, TUGI with 152, but MÖRKÖ now with a very interesting building on his board, so MÖRKÖ will need to burn a few lines in order to regain the control, but it looks like MÖRKÖ is doing a great job and should be fine very, very soon. TUGI meanwhile with a Tetris, 198 for TUGI, 182 for MÖRKÖ, so TUGI took the chance to take the lead in this game. Oh, MÖRKÖ kind of gambling right now. Oh, and this requires some good pieces and gets some pieces and gets a long bar in time. So MÖRKÖ still alive in this game. 237 for MÖRKÖ, 278 for TUGI. And still over 50 lines to go in this game before transition to game to level 19. Okay, we had a few battles on 19 yesterday. Two of them were won by MÖRKÖ and one of them was won by TUGI. So it was not the case that if MÖRKÖ goes to transition, MÖRKÖ wins all games going into 19 speeds. $299 for MÖRKÖ, 351 for TUGI. So TUGI kind of building a lead. MÖRKÖ would like to see a long bar soon. Gets it. One of the ground Tetris for MÖRKÖ. 325 TUGI, 380. TUGI needs to open the well. Oh, the pieces weren't that friendly for TUGI, and TUGI now needs to scheme lines. Oh, and very unfriendly OPs. Oh, those pieces are terrible for TUGI. Can TUGI do anything about it? No! TUGI will be topping out 100 lines and 381, 900. MÖRKÖ, you have a chase down. 382 is needed. So few more 1000 points needed for MÖRKÖ to take this game. And here it is. MÖRKÖ gets the required number of points and we are... Yes, TUGI, that was a kind of a tough situation. Like every single piece that fell from the sky was the piece which didn't like cooperate with your board, and actually I also had no idea what to do with those pieces. They were so like such a weird sequence that every single piece destroyed your board even more. Yeah, but it's Tetris. Sometimes those things happen. And yeah, MÖRKÖ is currently at level 19 at 430,000, so maybe not the highest pace in the world, but the most important thing for MÖRKÖ that he was able to win this game, and we are tied after game number 10 with 5-5. And Cox Danny J in the chat saying, yeah, Tetris. Hello, Cox Danny J, welcome. Yeah, it's MÖRKÖ is playing out, mullining the game number 10, the first game of the session. As you can see, it's 5-5 after 10 games. TUGI was in the lead. TUGI was in the lead after session number 1, and Tony also in the chat. Hello, Tony, welcome. Okay, and our players are ready for game number 11, which starts in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Yeah, and as there are some people in the chat, which is nice to see, let me remind you that our regular PDM tournament is coming back on in the month of September. The registration is open. If you wanna try your best, feel free to join the Discord server if you haven't done it yet. Oh, is it not working? The Discord command? Come on, what's going on? Is it like my whole... maybe I come back to it in a second because MÖRKÖ is currently a little bit high. I need to check my Nightbot probably. Yeah, maybe bot crashed. So I'll give you the link in between games, like manually. And yeah, you can join, you can try your best. This could be also a good warm-up before the upcoming Paldas League, which happens in October and November, which will give another chance to the... Oh, Cox Danny J, thank you very much for the link. Oh, and MÖRKÖ! What is MÖRKÖ doing? No! MÖRKÖ once again with an early top out. 43-320. And TUGI takes the game and leads 6-5. 148-200. 5-6 from MÖRKÖ's perspective it is. So MÖRKÖ continues with the early top outs. Similar situation what we had yesterday. TUGI's in the lead 6-5, and the players are ready for game number 11, which starts in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Yeah, MÖRKÖ says 18 is hard. Yeah, this is the point of it, MÖRKÖ. We start the matches on the hardest possible level to make the life of the players very, very unpleasant. Yes, I think it's the... I might be biased, you know, I'm the host of this event, so I might not be objective, but I think, yeah, it's probably the most unforgiving mix of version and playstyle in Classic Tetris you can have. No, not biased at all, yeah. Because... Oh, MÖRKÖ with some nice line spins to save the board. Yeah, 2 line spins in a quick succession for MÖRKÖ. Yeah, that was kind of nice. If someone wants to make a clip out of it, you can feel free to do so. It looked very fancy. And also helped MÖRKÖ's board a lot. 77 for MÖRKÖ, 136 for TUGI. So TUGI is in the lead in this game by about 60k. And to give a clean board, MÖRKÖS. Maybe feature that on CTN. What is CTN? I'm not good with those abbreviations. And hello Hannah, welcome here in the chat. We are currently 2 games in. This is Classic Tetris Network. Okay. Yeah, I'm so bad with those, abbreviations. Okay. So yeah, that's an idea. Yeah, so we are 2 games in of this session and 11 games in of the whole match. TUGI leads 6-5. Yeah, and the whole picture of this match that MÖRKÖS is either playing some very strong long games or get some very early top outs, and that's a mix of it. TUGI is the more consistent and more consistent of the 2 players. Hello AV Geek, yeah, we had an early top out from MÖRKÖS in the previous game, 28 lines, 43,000. 273 meanwhile for MÖRKÖS, and 348 for TUGI. And yeah, at this start of this game, MÖRKÖS had like 2 line spins in a quick succession. I don't know if it was like 2 line spins in a row or like separated by 1 more piece or 2 more pieces, but like 2 consecutive long bars MÖRKÖS got and made 2 consecutive line spins, which is very fancy. So if you wanna like rewatch it, feel free to do so. Maybe you can post a link with it, would be also cool. 449 meanwhile for TUGI, 351 for MÖRKÖS, so TUGI outpacing MÖRKÖS in this game, and this is a very strong pace by the Austrian players. Austrian player, not players, sorry for that, my English is struggling as always. Okay, Coxen and Jay, and heavy thanks for that. Yeah. That was a good one. Yeah, 543 for TUGI, 489 for MÖRKÖS. So TUGI is looking for a 600k plus transition. Will he get the long bars on time to do so? Yeah, there are no long bars whatsoever. And this 600k for TUGI is still possible. Oh, but he got a long bar when the long bar came. And there it is, a 600k transition for TUGI. And MÖRKÖS with 548, so MÖRKÖS like 50,000 points behind. And we are on level 19 speeds. Both players trying to manage their boards, and it looks like they are able to. We have 611 for TUGI, 556 for MÖRKÖS, level 20, and it should be fine for both as for now. So let's see who of the players is able to outlast the opponent. Oh, MÖRKÖS needs to survive it somehow. Oh, those long bars were not good, but okay, get some pieces. Okay, MÖRKÖS knows how to deal with those situations for sure. Something to the left now will be needed for MÖRKÖS, but the board is low enough, and the L was perfect. Looks like okay. Now it's getting a little bit more complicated. Gets the piece to the left, but MÖRKÖS's right side was not cooperating with the left side of the board. And MÖRKÖS is very, very high right now, and is looking very dangerous, but MÖRKÖS can still survive it. It's still possible. Oh, but needs to get some pieces, but doesn't get the pieces. Can Mörkö do anything more to survive it? I'm afraid not. Mörkö tops out, but this was some very crazy survival from Mörkö for a moment. 586, 460 is not enough to win this game. TUGI 673, so let's see TUGI playing this game out. And I won't say anything more. Oh no! No, not like that. TUGI tops out at 679, 620, 679, 620, which is highest score for TUGI in this match. GG's. Okay, so it's 7-5 for TUGI. Sorry, I had to take a deep breath after this game. TUGI leads 7-5. The players are ready. Game number 13 starts in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. TUGI sculled down a 500 ml bottle of Heineken in City UK after losing. What a pro. Yeah, nice one. But it kind of doesn't surprise me at all after what I've seen during City WC 2023. What kind of achievements TUGI and Mleczak had when we went out on Saturday evening, and the only thing I remember from this evening was drunk TUGI saying to me, "I have a world championship to play tomorrow. I'm so drunk. I have a world championship to play tomorrow. I'm so drunk." And unfortunately TUGI didn't play well on Sunday, and yeah, wasn't able to win the world championship title that year. That was the year Poet won. 136 for MÖRKÖ, 121 for TUGI, and this time MÖRKÖ is trying to outpace TUGI. Yes, Coxdanej, achievements. But you know, when you go out with Polish people and you have in plans some alcohol drinking, be sure that drinking one beer it's not a realistic option, let's so to speak. Oh, good one, Frank. So 213 for 235 now for MÖRKÖ, 218 for TUGI. We are like after 48, 50 lines of game number 13. Already game number 13 out of possible 19. TUGI has 2 games advantage, so MÖRKÖ desperately needs to win this game in order to stay in this match. Of course, being 5-8 down is not the end of the world, but you don't want to give TUGI this much of an advantage, especially at such an advanced stage of the match. .327 for MÖRKÖ, 313 for TUGI, so both players with amazing paces, 600 plus score possibles at transition. But in order to get it, you have to be alive, and your board has to be able to deal with those pieces. Yeah, and MÖRKÖ was able to clean it pretty quickly. TUGI has a little bit more of struggle right now. .423 for MÖRKÖ, 350 for TUGI. So Mörkö currently around 70k, so over 3 Tetrises ahead. Kokusanj, I'm not drinking rakia, so this shouldn't be a problem. I prefer, like, you know, simpler solutions like vodka, beer. No. Oh, and TUGI is very high! TUGI is very high and TUGI tops out. TUGI tops out at 3A78-100, which means Mörkö is good. Mörkö takes this game and it's 6-7 from Mörkö's perspective. But of course, Mörkö is on a great pace, so I think we won't mind if Mörkö plays this game out and gets a tolerable score. Good night, Kokusanj. See you next time. Don't forget to take the triple, okay? As Jonas said, don't be a hero, take a triple. No, the long burst coming for sure. And Mörkö tops out. Hello, the Hustler, welcome in the chat. 581 420 for Mörkö, the score in this game. Okay, so 13 games in, TUGI leads 7-6. Still 6 games possible in this match. Will we need all of them? Let's see. Don't be a hero, get back. Okay, that was good one. Good one. And Triska also in the chat. Hello, welcome. Triple was emphatically not being taken, in fact. Okay, so the players are ready. Game number 4 starts in a 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Hello, Alex H. Welcome in the chat. No, it's not the final. It's a super event match. TUGI and Mörkö are too good. They are already qualified for the 2026 PAL-DAS Cup, and they don't need to play in the PAL-DAS Classic, so they're not eligible, so to speak. But they wanted to play in this best of 19 format alongside with AV Geek, who also get the qualification spot. And for the past few weeks, we play those super event matches. TUGI won against AV Geek 10-7, then Mörkö won against AV Geek 10-2, and yeah, now Mörkö and TUGI play against each other. So technically speaking, it's a kind of a small final between those 3 players, as both Mörkö and TUGI won 1 match each. So theoretically speaking, yes. And of course, they play for ELO rating points. And if TUGI is able to win this match 10-7 or higher, or 10-6 in this case, because there are only 2 scores which give TUGI this thing, TUGI can become a new world number 1. If the match ends up 10-8 for TUGI, then both players will have the same ELO rating points and will be tied for first. If Mörkö wins 9 games at least, so loses 9-10 or wins whatever, then Mörkö stays world number 1. So there is something to play. And as there's a third match this year for those 2 players, both have 1 win each. Both matches ended up 5-4. And they also want to, to prove who is the better of the players. Currently Mörkö with 286, TUGI with 263, and we are like in the middle of the 18 play. And as you can see, to give a little bit of cleaner board, Mörkö gets a nice center well Tetris. Needs to reopen the well and gets the well open and gets another Tetris. 358 for Mörkö, 337 for TUGI. Still over 50 lines to go before transition. So let's see how it all goes. Alex, there is a thing you can you can change. There's something you can do if you wanna change this thing. We have another tournament happening in September. You can come, register, and play, and you won't miss Palden. You will be part of the players playing. So if you are in the Discord server, feel free to join and register. If you are not, let me give you the link because my bot is kind of not working properly today. So 440 for Mörkö, 479 for TUGI. So TUGI is currently in a lead, but the lead is not big, and we are approaching transition. We'll take unseeded roof. Okay, Frank, that's cool. You can start as the bottom seed, no problem at all. Yeah, let's see if we will have more than 16 players. Maybe we'll be able to open 2 tiers, and it will be kind of easier for you to start, maybe in tier 2. If not, we'll probably have to play against some of the top players in round 1, but we'll see. We'll see how it all develops. Still 20 days to go to register for this event, so we'll see how it all develops. TUGI transition with 578, Mörkö with 541. So TUGI is ahead, and TUGI already setting up for a Tetris, and TUGI is waiting for a long bar. TUGI is waiting for a long bar, and there is no long bar for TUGI. TUGI tops out at 584, 840, and the long bar didn't come for TUGI. Mörkö, you have a chase down. 585 is needed. And hello Hepta, welcome in the chat as well. Yeah, there was a kind of a weird situation you were in, TUGI, and yeah, the RNG decided not to help you. Oh, but Mörkö is not done with this chase down. And this is a pretty difficult board for Mörkö. Mörkö can still prepare some magic, but Mörkö tops out. No, Mörkö can't do anything more. 574, 740 is not enough, which means TUGI leads 8-6. 8-6 for TUGI. A failed chase down by Mörkö. And TUGI 2 games ahead with 2 games to go. And yeah, 14 games in. Theoretically 5 more games to go. TUGI has 2 games advantage over Mörkö, and the players are ready for game number 15, which starts in a 3, 2, 1, setup. Sorry, Tetris. I already read the message from Alex H. Sorry for that. My PAL setup is in a different city, so I'd have to bring it, but yeah. Yeah, this is what you do when you try to do a few things at the same time, and I'm not good at this, so those weird things come from my mouth then. Yeah, but I hope it wasn't that bad. 25 for TUGI, 46 for MÖRKÖ. We are in game number 15. A very important game for MÖRKÖ. 7 to 8 compared to 6 to 9 is a totally different thing. So you know, I'm gonna go and eat my work. Oh, that's nice. Oh, MÖRKÖ with a Finnish tower of Z pieces, but is able to work around it. Yeah, Finnish player shouldn't be afraid of Finnish towers, right? Oh, and MÖRKÖ's board is climbing. MÖRKÖ's board is okay. That was good. And the things MÖRKÖ does, like they probably look more scary than they are in the reality. Oh, but TUGI also with some difficulties to deal with. So both players have to deal with this tougher sequence of pieces. And it looks like TUGI is going to survive it. MÖRKÖ now with a weird looking board. Oh, both players struggling. Those pieces have to be terrible, but TUGI is able to get the board down. MÖRKÖ as well. So MÖRKÖ is like 80k ahead right now. MÖRKÖ with a clean board. TUGI requires few more burns to be Tetris ready. And yeah, so this game is going good for MÖRKÖ so far. It's like right now around 95k ahead. So over 4 Tetrises. $193 for TUGI, 332 for MÖRKÖ, and both players with clean boards for now, and still over 50 lines to go before transitions, so still a lot can happen in this game on 18 speeds. Now, okay, MÖRKÖ solves it. That's was a very nice sequence of pieces to deal with this kind of a board. 412 for MÖRKÖ, and 317 for TUGI. So TUGI is like, considering the line count, 100k behind at this stage of a game. MÖRKÖ is now going for central business. And there it is, 492 for MÖRKÖ, TUGI 409, and TUGI and MÖRKÖ still have 14 lines before transition. So I hope the players are aware of it and will be able to prepare for some 19 play. Would be cool to see some 19 race. Even if there is a big difference on 18, but would be cool to see a long game coming from both players. MÖRKÖ 528, TUGI with 463, so TUGI was able to reduce the deficit a little bit. Let's see, what will the transition scores? TUGI transition 487. 487 is the transition score for TUGI. MÖRKÖ transitions with 569, so around 80k is the lead for MÖRKÖ going into the transition. 506 for TUGI, 596 for MÖRKÖ, and both players on level 21. Level 22, MÖRKÖ crossed 600k, TUGI at 519. So we still have more or less the 80k difference between the two players. MÖRKÖ 619, TUGI 537. Both players are not trying to go for some crazy Tetris setups. Both patiently wait and see what the opponent does. Both players try to stay strong on level 19 speeds. TUGI 557, MÖRKÖ 640, level 25. $655, 657 for MÖRKÖ, 572 for TUGI. Both players still playing strong. Level 27 for both. Well, now TUGI, okay, this shouldn't be that bad. That was looking bad for a second, but TUGI should be fine. MÖRKÖ on level 28, also kind of high, so this is a tougher sequence. Let's see if there will be a player who is able to beat this sequence. TUGI is trying to stay alive. MÖRKÖ level 29, TUGI also level 29, but TUGI can't do anything more, and TUGI tops out at 230 lines, 598, 600. We have double level 20. We had double level 29 because MÖRKÖ is on level 30, and MÖRKÖ wins a crucial game. It's 7-8, but GG's for both players for having such a long and nice 19 battle. And as you can see, we even playing on 19 speeds with the same seed. If the sequence is bad, it will affect both players. MÖRKÖ is 722. Highest score for MÖRKÖ, just for the record, in this match was 757. Yeah, the players tried to push themselves to the limit. MÖRKÖ on level 33 now with 750. Oh, and a mischief for MÖRKÖ. This might be troublesome. Okay, and I'm afraid MÖRKÖ can't do anything more. MÖRKÖ will be topping out 288 lines with 768 100. 768 100. GG's. It is the highest score of the match for MÖRKÖ. Well done. Damn, I got says TUGI. Yeah. So guys, 15 games in. Theoretically speaking, 4 more games possible. MÖRKÖ won this crucial game and it's only 1 game behind. Let's see what happens in game number 16. And the players are ready. So game number 16 starts in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Yeah, and this is, guys, what we came for to watch this match. Those two amazing players pushing themselves to the limits and delivering such great games. Yeah, there is no coincidence that they are both currently world number 1 and world number 2 in the ELO ratings. So, yeah, the two best active players so far. Yeah, we know that there are players who, at their best, can keep up the pace, but currently are not active. Players like Mark, Adam MTS, or Georgie, they are not active in the PAL scene for a while, so currently not listed in the ELO standings. And we have TUGI with some early troubles. TUGI needs to do something to survive it, but this sequence... Oh, can TUGI survive? Yes, this is still survivable, but needs a good sequence of pieces. Something to the left is needed, and TUGI can't get anything to the left. TUGI tops out at 21 lines with 55, 860, 55, 860. Top out for TUGI. MÖRKÖS is good. And we are tied 8-8, and 16 games in, 3 more games possible, so theoretically speaking, we had a best of 19 and we are left with some kind of a best of 3. Yeah, so 85, 880 was the score for MÖRKÖS. 34 relines, 85, 880, and TUGI top out 55, 860 was the score. MÖRKÖS left his chair, so let's wait for a second. No problem at all. Yeah, while waiting for MÖRKÖS, maybe let me show you the match stats so far. After 16 games, sorry, it should be 8-8. Oh, now the stats are correct. So, MÖRKÖS with a highest score of 768, TUGI with 679. MÖRKÖS improved his losing score average a little bit. TUGI stays more or less on similar scores. Of course, this last early top out was not good for the average, but yeah, we still have 3 more games to go. And theoretically 3 more games, 2 are guaranteed, maybe even 3. Let's see if MÖRKÖS is back. MÖRKÖS is back and the players are ready. So game number 17 starts in a 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Yeah, so one thing is sure, if TUGI doesn't increase his comp PB, he is not going to get 2000 ELO after this match. He needed 10-7 or more. If the match ends up 10-8 for TUGI, we will have a tie. Both players with 1998 ELO. If MÖRKÖS wins one more game, MÖRKÖS stays as world number 1. Yeah, so MÖRKÖS definitely is playing better today than he played yesterday in this first session. Is able... Yeah, has had only 2 early top outs today so far, compared to 4 yesterday. So considering the caliber of this match, it's a massive improvement. And let's see how the remaining games of the match develop. Currently MÖRKÖS with 119, TUGI with 79,000. 129 for Mörkö, 112 for TUGI. And TUGI is very high, and TUGI is TUGI going to survive it? No! TUGI can't do anything more. TUGI tops out at 117,800. What's going on, guys? Mörkö takes this game, and Mörkö is in the lead, 9-8. And Mörkö saves world number 1 no matter what happens. Of course, TUGI can still play for the match win and for glory, but as far as the ELO ratings are concerned, yeah, or TUGI has to increase his comp PV, but I'm not able to do the recalculation on the spot, so we'll have to see how it all goes. But yeah, as for now, the situation is as follows. Mörkö leads 9-8. Mörkö needs only one more game to win the whole match. TUGI needs to win the 2 possible remaining games. Needs to win the next game to force a decider. Will we be able to see all 19 games in this match? Let's find out. Game number 18 starts in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Yeah, so Mörkö was able to win 3 games in a row. And after TUGI led 8-6, now it's 9-8 for Mörkö. And TUGI can't top out early anymore. TUGI has to stay alive. TUGI currently with a cleaner board, but Mörkö with a nice dirty or dusty center well set up and got this Tetris. 101 for Mörkö, 101 for TUGI, exactly the same score for a moment for both players. On 28 for Mörkö, 150 for TUGI. .177, one place 175, so yeah, there is not much separating those two players. They are trying to stay very efficient. .48 for Mörkö, 248 for TUGI. Both players with Tetrises over 270,000. So this is looking like a 540, maybe 550 transition pace. Mörkö with some creative stacking in this game. But so far it works perfectly for the Finnish player. TUGI with like if I'm allowed to say, with like more conservative approach to the stacking in this game. Yeah, and Mörkö with a center well set up gets a long bar and a Tetris. 370 for Mörkö, 387 for TUGI. Around 40 lines to go before transition. If there won't be like a massive comp PB improvement for TUGI, which I can't calculate on the spot because like too complicated calculations to do while commentating. Mörkö should stay world number 1. TUGI's comp PB is almost 730. So TUGI probably would need to go like for even 800, maybe 850 or more and win the match. So yeah, I can't say it anymore. So yeah, if with the realistic approach, Mörkö should stay world number 1, but there are some outside chances for TUGI, which are too difficult to calculate right now. 471 for Mörkö, 465 for TUGI. So TUGI with a little bit higher score and a little bit better board. Oh, and Mörkö, this piece misdrop. This complicates Mörkö's life a little bit. Transition is coming, but Mörkö's board is low enough. Mörkö transition with 526, TUGI transitions with 582, so TUGI has around 60k advantage going into level 19, but TUGI needs to stay alive for a long time, and because, you know, when you play Mörkö, no advantage is a guarantee to win a game. 537 Mörkö, 592 for TUGI, level 20. $601 for TUGI, Mörkö 549, level 21. Oh, okay. This shouldn't be that bad for TUGI. Okay, long bar flat, that was good. Oh, now something to the left is needed. The left side of TUGI's board is not that good, but a LPs would be very, very helpful. But where is the LPs? Finally the LPs comes for TUGI. The TPs is also good. So TUGI can still survive it, but some good pieces are needed for TUGI. Mörkö is 580, so Mörkö is behind in score. TUGI needs to do something to survive it, and TUGI can do it. And Mörkö can do it anymore. So TUGI wins the game. Oh my god, I lost words card. Sorry for that. But 582 for Mörkö top out is not enough. So we need, guys, we need all 19 games to determine the winner of this match. They already had 2 deciders this year in best of 9 matches. They play best of 19, they also need a decider. Will you need a decider playing best of 99, guys? Is there any length of matches when there is a possibility to not play a decider between you? Okay, 190 lines, 582, 824 score was for Merck, and 632, 600 for TUGI. And yeah. So Hasadar saying it's awesome watching experienced players, but watching these two is also cool. I might as well play best of 1 next time. Yeah, TUGI, that's right. What do we need? What do we need? What do we need? Those 18 games if it all goes to a decider. Yeah. So next time If you play, for example, in the Paldas Cup final, the final will be best of one. Okay, so waiting for Mörkö to get ready. So Mörkö 9, TUGI 9. We play the last game to determine who can take those 10 games and to win the entire match. And the players are ready. And yeah, let's start the countdown. Sorry for me being not fully fit, but yeah, game number 19 starts in 3, 2, 1. Jetris. Yeah, even for a commentator, there are some emotions. Yeah, Alex, we speak about the players who are like currently active in the Paldas scene. So if they're really like anytime that the players you mentioned, Mark or Adam MTS, if they kind of unretire, I think they will need to fight a lot in order to beat Mörkö and TUGI. Mörkö and TUGI, they are in their play regular in the matches, they have the match experience, and as for my taste, they also improved compared like to 1 or 2 years ago in terms of the competitive play, both of them. So yeah, it might be interesting seeing those players, or for example Joji coming back, or maybe Fractal decides one day to play in the Paldas settings. So who knows what the future brings. As for now, we are in the last deciding game of this match. 96 for Mörkö, 97 for TUGI. They started with very close scores, and let's see how the final game develops and who of these players takes this match. And also Nitsek 1985 in the chat. Hello, welcome. Hope you're enjoying the show. TUGI needs to deal with a weird board, but should be fine. 155 melee for TUGI, 218 for Mörkö, so Mörkö was able to build an early lead in this game. Oh, and TUGI builds a high center part of his stack, needs to now fill the left side. The TS and TPs, oh, those were the perfect pieces to fill the left side for TUGI. TUGI is back in business, but bad news for TUGI is that Mörkö is 100,000 points ahead. 312 for Mörkö, 212 for TUGI. So Mörkö was able to build a commanding lead. Oh, now TUGI needs a long bar and gets it. Oh, those S's are not friendly, so TUGI was kind of forced to build this setup, and Mörkö is now high. Now Mörkö is high. Now Mörkö needs to downstack it. Sorry if I'm getting a little bit too excited, but yeah, this match is. Oh, AVGeek, we decided next time when TUGI and Mörkö play, we play best of one, because this is the third match they play against each other this year, and this is the third match ending up in a decider. So yeah, we don't need to play those, early games. We only play a decider and good. Oh, and Mörkö, what is Mörkö doing? But Mörkö gets a long bar. Oh, and did you win, AVGeek? Did you win the wrong version correct playstyle match? 407 for MÖRKÖS, 359 for TUGI. So MÖRKÖS, despite those weird situations on the board, still had 3-1 against Gunther. Oh, that's a nice nice score. GG's for that. 409 for MÖRKÖS, 382 for TUGI. And the transition is coming, so the both players need to bring the board in a shape able to play on 19, because the 19 play will be needed in this game. There's only like 10k difference between those two players, so definitely the game and the match will be decided on the 19 speeds. .446 for MÖRKÖS, 455 for TUGI. So TUGI transitions with 479, MÖRKÖS transitions with 449. So TUGI has 30k advantage going into transition. So the remainder of the 18 was more efficient for the Austrian player. So TUGI with a small lead, and now the level 19 will decide about the outcome of this match. Will it be TUGI? Will it be MÖRKÖS? Let's find out. MÖRKÖS already with some difficulties, but gets a longboard which doesn't bear anything. Okay. An L piece would be perfect for MÖRKÖS, but doesn't get the L piece, needs to deal with it with a different situation. And MÖRKÖS is going to top out. MÖRKÖS tops out and TUGI takes the game and a match. TUGI wins the match 10-9. And now, TUGI, it's all in your hands. If you get a new comp PB, a high enough comp PB, I don't know if it's 800, 900k, you might become a world number one. It's all in your hands, so no pressure, TUGI. Play this game out. Oh, and TUGI is a little bit of a problem. Okay, but the longbar would save the board and gets a longbar. So TUGI is still in this game. Oh, this is difficult. This is difficult for TUGI, and TUGI can't do anything more. TUGI tops out at 595, 320. And TUGI is your match winner. Congratulations, TUGI. What a nail biter it was. But this time it's TUGI who wins the match. This is your second win against MÖRKÖS. Congratulations. And yeah, I will bring you the Elo ratings just in a second, but first your match stats. Let's enjoy the match stats first, and I will tell you what the decider does to the Elo rating standings. Yeah, Alex, it's not like this because the factor for winning a match decider and not in the decider is like pretty big. So if you win a decider, you gain relatively less points than winning not in a decider. So this won't be like quite like that, but yeah, definitely TUGI closed the gap. And yeah, I will show. I will show you the Elo rating stats just in a second. It needs to update, and you can see, yeah, MÖRKÖS improved his average and median losing score quite massively after session number 1. Just to remind you, MÖRKÖS had like average losing score of 206,055 lines, so improved it massively. But TUGI is the one with a more consistent play, and especially, guys, this game number 15 today with level 29 for TUGI and yeah, slightly more for MÖRKÖS was probably the highlight of this match. And how many of 500 plus scores did TUGI have in this session? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of 10 games ended up for TUGI with 500k or more, and for MÖRKÖS 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Also 5 games. Okay, so this is it. This is the outcome of the final super event matches of this played during the 2025 PAL-DAS Classic. And here is your ELO list. Massman says Mörkö. And as you can see, TUGI gained 6 points from this match. Mörkö dropped 6, so TUGI advanced from 1998 to 1992, and Mörkö stays over 2000 with 2004. And there's only 12 points difference between those two players. It looks like 2 more deciders. And two more deciders won by TUGI, and TUGI might be world number 1. We'll see how it happens. Yeah, so guys, I think I will do my best, but good news for you. As for now, neither Mörkö nor TUGI registered for the event. Le is the player known as Le Captain or Somalian Captain. So yeah. So this is it, and these are the ELO standings. And before we go offline, let me remind you that there is still the regular PAL-DAS Classic going, and we have 4 players remaining in this tournament. The players play for those 3 direct qualifying spots for the 2026 PAL-DAS Cup. In the semi-final number 1, we have Rurchak versus Hana. This match is scheduled, both matches are scheduled actually, so Rurchak and Hana, they play the match on Sunday, August the 17th at 19 UTC for the first session, Tuesday, August 19 for the second session, 18 UTC. And thanks for the thanks, so to speak, Alex. Nice to have you back here again, and maybe you can come back as a player in the future as well. And once again, big congrats to TUGI, the winner, but also big thank you for Mörkö for playing this match. This was a very, very cool showing. And the second semi-final of this PAL-DAS Classic is Le versus Serenity. This match is scheduled for Friday, August the 22nd and Saturday, August the 23rd, session number 1 and session number 2 respectively, 19 UTC for both sessions. The winners of the semis advance to the PAL-DAS Cup directly. The losers will have a second chance. They will play in the 3rd place match. Yeah, so that was it. A very, very interesting match between Mörkö and TUGI. And yeah, I think it's time for us to get some rest and maybe see if something else is going on. As far as paldastetris action is there, we are done for today. But we are going to check what's going on somewhere else. And somewhere else we have CTL action going on Adam Irish Experience channel. So let's rate Adam. Let's see what's going on there. There is some wrong version action, but yeah, a little bit of a change from the correct version, correct playstyle is also needed once in a while. Guys, we will be back on Sunday at 19 UTC for Rurchak versus Hana, the first session of the semi-final. So, thank you very much, and see you on Sunday. Bye-bye.